What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm down in Houston, Texas for the third day of the Financial Juneteenth Film and Edutainment Festival, which is part of the Black Economic Empowerment Tour. We're going to probably do this in more cities because this has been really fun and people seem to enjoy it, so I think I'm going to try it again. You know, I was thinking about all these political conventions, the DNC and the RNC and the CBC and the ABC and the 123 and the me and the bullshitty and all these other stupid conferences that they have. And, you know, they just, I don't know about y'all, but they just seem stupid. They just seem like, you know, somebody's getting rich off of this. And I feel like these politicians, what they're selling you, and I've thought about this because I was actually debating this issue when we were talking about some other stuff in one of the sessions today. You got to be careful about people that are selling you hope, you know, because, you know, hope is a really dangerous thing, and you can't trust hope to just anybody. You can't trust hope to somebody who's not going to deliver. In fact, Umar Johnson's name came up. I don't bring his name up that often because I ain't trying to start nothing, but somebody was asking me today about, you know, black people raising money and all this other stuff. And I said, well, you know, if you collect money from people, or you collect votes or anything, you should give people more than hope. You can't just sort of sell them on an idea and then, you know, collect money for an idea without delivering something that is concrete. You have to show proof. You have to show evidence. You have to give them something back. You have to show transparency. And so I guess the reason Umar's thing kind of came up, and I was sort of like, well, I'm not attacking the brother, but I think it's very important that I speak on this because, you know, I don't want millions of black people to be scared to donate to things because they believe people are just talking nonsense and collecting money and not creating anything, you know. So I said, well, I might have some beef over saying this, but I said, you know, I think it would be helpful to have a board in place of independent people that, you know, are experts at what they're doing, to have some sort of blueprint release, maybe some financial reports released, maybe some progress made, you know, something physical to kind of show that money's being put to good use. And I think it's the same way with votes. You know, you show up and you vote for these damn politicians and they don't give you nothing. I mean, what kind of trade is that? You give me a real vote, you give me real money, and I'm gonna give you a hope and a dream. I'm gonna sell you a mind fuck. That's kind of what people are people that are good at manipulating. Whether you're talking about a crappy politician or a bootleg pastor, and you got a lot of bootleg pastors who ain't in the church, just people that just are good at saying things that make you feel good. And, you know, and I guess they collect your money maybe because you're paying them like an entertainment fee. Like, thank you for playing with my mind and making me feel like something just actually got done when nothing happened, except you just got finished talking. But I just think you got to be cautious with that. You know, don't let people sell you hope. You know, you got to, if people sell you something, they should say something real. They should say something where you feel that there was progress. So I guess, you know, since I was talking about Umar, I might as well finish the whole point. Maybe people feel comfortable. I think it's okay to give, say, an Umar Johnson money if you just feel like, hey, I listened to this guy, I learned a lot, I benefited from that. Or for a pastor, it might be just an entertainment fee. You got up there, you stomped and you danced and you ran around, and that made me excited, just like going to a Beyonce concert. So I'm gonna pay you a fee for entertaining me. But I think it's very different from putting forth an investment of time, money, votes, or anything for something that you really believe is gonna really make a difference in your life, something you really believe is gonna become something concrete. And so that's part of the reason why I don't really do political conventions. You're not going to see me go to the DNC, the RNC, the CBC, the ABC, the 123, none of that. Maybe if I'm invited to stuff and somebody's paying for all the travel and I have free time on my hands and the person's a friend and I'm doing a favor, I might consider going to the CBC. I did that one time because Janks Morton and Ivory Tolson asked me to go. But other than that, I was there and I was looking around. I was like, this is like a big party right now. Like, I'm not really seeing anything that's going to have a long-term substantive impact, and I'm all about substance, you know. And that's it. This is just my random thoughts. You know, I don't know how people feel about it, but all I know how to do is, you know, is tell you what I really think, and that's pretty much it. But so, by the way, if you live in Houston and you want to come to the film festival, we got one more day, and we have a full day. We have we're screening the film Resurrecting Black Wall Street. We're also I'm giving a lecture on how to turn your child into a millionaire. I literally put together this theory, this formula that of directly applicable steps, and I'm not making this up. This is not snake oil. This is real stuff. I'm actually setting up a whole class around this idea, because that's going to be the game changer for black people, is what we do with our children. That's why I shared that video with you earlier, that young brother who's got his son and daughter running a business at the ages of like 9 and 6. And his son, he said his son took a wealth building class that we were teaching, and he's talking about investing, talking about money. That's what I want. I want, like a brother asked me today, he said, when's the earliest I should get my child, I should begin educating my child on wealth? I said, he said, I don't want to start too early. I said, does anybody ever consider it to be too early to take their child to church? How young does a child need to be before they're too young for their mama to take them to church? Well, the answer is 0. The mama going to take the baby to church before the baby's born. As soon as the baby's born. Before the baby understands a word that the pastor's babbling, the mama going to take the baby to church. Well, I believe you need to take your child to economic church early in the game. Before you don't want them to say, I remember the first time my father explained, the value of owning your own business. You don't want them to remember that. You want them to say, it's been in my family for so long, I don't even remember the first time I heard it. A child does not remember the first time they met their parent most of the time, unless the parent wasn't there, right? Your child doesn't say, I remember the first time I met grandma. They don't remember, because grandma always been around. Well, the same thing should be true when it comes to developing what they're going to need to be successful in this world. You don't want them to even remember the first time. So that's it. By the way, we are doing the Black Wealth Bootcamp, which is my class for adults. It starts August 6th. You can sign up at theblackwealthbootcamp.com. That's theblackwealthbootcamp.com. You're going to love that. Also, if your children are interested in learning from me in a program, you can sign them up at blackfinancialleadership.com. That's blackfinancialleadership.com. That's our 5-week program for children that is going to be hot, and the goal, because the goal is the kids. We get these kids ready, it'll be a wrap, because kids ain't like us. We got to deprogram ourselves from 20, 30, 40 years of brainwashing. The kids haven't been brainwashed yet. Or if their brains do get washed, they should be washed by their parents, not by strangers who want to kill them. So anyway, guys, I'm about to get out of here, and so don't. I hope that I didn't say anything that offended anybody, but I'm sure I did. I always do, but it is what it is. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Peace.